By this time tomorrow night, Democrats will be in control of the Senate for the first time since 2015. And joining us now is the incoming chair of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez. Thank you so much for your time tonight, Senator. You know, many Washington residents may not recognize their city tonight. It is a heavily fortified capital with armed forces everywhere. How concerned are you about safety at tomorrow's inauguration, especially given the potential insider threats?
Well, I believe that extraordinary precautions have taken place. I'll trust that all of the law enforcement entities headed by the Secret Service have done all of the vetting that is necessary, and we will have what I hope will be a peaceful day and an example to the world that despite everything that's happened here and the insurrection that took place at the Capitol, that our democracy prevails, our institutions withheld, and there will be a peaceful transfer of power tomorrow in front of the eyes of the world.
Now, 8 of your Republican colleagues in the Senate, as you know, voted to overturn the results of the election hours after the mob stormed the U.S. Capitol. President-elect Joe Biden has talked about the need for unity going forward. How do you balance that with what many in your own party say is the need for accountability, both for those members as well as the president?
Well, I'm not sure that they're reconcilable in terms of having accountability. What form that accountability takes is the question. But I do think that the effort to put the nation together is incredibly important. It's one of the most important things that President-elect Biden will have to do in order to be able to deal with our COVID challenge in terms of health issues, to deal with the fallout of the economic consequences of the COVID challenge, to meet our issues of our economy, as well as meeting the challenges in the world. But I must say, I just spent several hours sitting at the nomination of the Secretary of State, Tony Blinken, and I saw, generally speaking, a different attitude than what I expected at his hearing. I think part that's due because of he's a great, nominee for Secretary of State. Part of it, I hope, is that our Republican colleagues have turned the page.
Now, President-elect Biden will be the first president in decades to not have any of his cabinet nominees confirmed on day one. And late today, Republican Josh Hawley said that he will block a vote tomorrow on Biden's pick to lead the Department of Homeland Security. In contrast, President Trump's DHS nominee was confirmed on the first day of his presidency. How long do you think that it'll take to get cabinet positions confirmed by the Senate, especially those that are critical for national security?
Well, they should be done tomorrow or at the day after at the worst. You know, these national security positions, the Secretary of State, the Secretary of Homeland Security, the Department of Defense, the Secretary of the Treasury, they play critical roles in terms of our national security. And to delay them without good cause at the end of the day is to undermine, in my view, the risk that is further perpetuated in terms of the national security of the United States. Transitions in general are dangerous times for our nation, even when they're done under the best of circumstances. That's when adversaries want to, if they wish us harm, want to test and see what they can do. So I would just urge my colleagues. I know Senator Hawley was pumping his fists with the protesters who came into the Capitol and was a mob. I think he should worry more about having a Homeland Security Secretary that can make sure we deal with white supremacists and others who acted that way in a riotous way, versus being concerned about Mr. Mayorkas's, border protection issues.
And as you mentioned just a moment ago, your committee, of course, conducted its first hearing today for Biden's nominee for Secretary of State, Tony Blinken. This came as outgoing Secretary of State Mike Pompeo tweeted a parting message, part of which said, "Multiculturalism is not who America is." Now, as the incoming chair of the Foreign Relations Committee, curious to get your reaction to that statement from the outgoing Secretary of State.
Well, I'm not surprised by Mr. Pompeo's statement. I'm not surprised because that's the way he acted as a Secretary of State, both at home and abroad. Obviously, he doesn't know the great wealth of talent that exists in the diversity of the nation. I guess that he believes that someone like me shouldn't be able to rise and be the chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee.
Senator Bob Menendez, our thanks to you again, the incoming chair of the Foreign Relations Committee. Appreciate your time tonight.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.